RightonQuelive, and we are live. And before I introduce my esteemed guest, another young guy in the building, I just want to also remind people once again, Sunday, November 18th, the We Are Live event, the RightonQuelive Live podcast at Bourbon and Branch. Come out, it's going to be a good time, be part of the discussion. We're going to have some performers. And like I said, the beauty of this event is going to be it's going to be rotating guests, rotating topics. So let's say the first topic makes some shit any of y'all ever been booked? And were you scared of getting raped or something? Somebody might raise their hand and be like, I had that fear. I was in there. And then that might go into what was your favorite Wire episode? Then it might go into Run To That versus You So Crazy. Then it might go into was Dave Chappelle really crazy or not? Then it might go into Jersey versus Philly. Oh. And then it might go into is Bruno Mars a culture vulture? So the beauty is going to be great conversations, great, amazing, horrible hot takes flying everywhere, whatever. Going to be a good time. Tell a friend, tell your mom to show out, whatever. Again, November 18th, We Are Live event. And back to the esteemed young guy, the guest that we have here today. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yo, my name is, I go by the name of Franky Hill. I'm from South Jersey.
Sick of these Jersey niggas being so talented. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, I'm from South Jersey. I'm a hip hop artist, a rapper.
Okay. Now before I get back to you, I gotta set the tone, the scene of how this all came to be. So I came across you randomly scrolling social media one day months ago. I think you was at a RightonQuelive event performing or something.
Yeah.
And Franky Hill did a good job. Oh, that I never heard his name. Cool dude. I always take mental notes of things, whatever.
Word.
And I saw you did a video a while ago. Oh, it's something cool, whatever. Wasn't really. And like I said, mental note. I'm keeping in mind for something in the future. Maybe I'm looking to him, whatever. Reach out, whatever. Boom. Then I randomly got an invite to the listening session at the studio for this project. I'm like, sure, I'll go. I'm gonna show to do whatever. I ain't expecting much. Whatever. Get there. This music comes on. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
It's lit.
Nigga got some spoken word, gospel, real talk bars, great cadence and delivery, not super preachy, just real shit, transparent. Yeah. And what I appreciate more than anything as the project continued, as you were playing it, whatever, was how musical it was. Because I always tell people, I feel a lot of artists are on the rise, whatever. I feel one of the biggest issues, to me at least, is they can be great rappers, they can even have maybe great concepts, shit like that, but they aren't really that musical. And I'm not even saying you gotta have a fucking Quincy Jones orchestra, but it's no, let's have a featured artist on here. Yeah. Let's have a background singer, let's have some vocals, maybe have a skit, let's add in some spoken word shit, have a bridge, a chorus. So it's you had all this shit.
Thank you.
And I never heard this nigga day in my life for real before this day. And so I was like, wow, this was fucking great to me. Whatever. 8 songs, that's another thing. The 8 songs were not too short, not too long, was fulfilling. And then fast forward, went to the release party concert. Did a great shout out to you and Jesso. I'm not gonna talk about the other performers. No shade. But shout out to my man Jesso. Jesso did a good job as always. And you came on. Fucking bass player came out. Shout out to your man Cam. Fucking musical prodigy, singing keyboardist ass nigga. He's singing and shit. Fucking drummer nigga straight from church was there. And it was a great show. So I enjoyed myself.
Thank you.
So with that crazy gassed up intro, talk a little about yourself and the project and how it came to be and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm like I said, I'm a kid from Southern Jersey, so I grew up I live in Pennsauken. I'm from Pennsauken, but
we was talking about Pennsauken earlier.
Where?
Pennsauken Mall? The thing that got tore down? The Mart?
Oh, the Pennsauken Mart.
Had some good times.
I never knew that was I knew it was a landmark, but I didn't think people outside of Pennsauken thought it was a landmark. That's wild. But, I'm from Pennsauken. I was born in Camden, New Jersey, though. But yeah, just growing up, life was a little rough. Not as rough as most of my peers and stuff. I always kind of felt bad because my cousins and all my family was in the hood. I used to go to the hood, see shit, but then I used to go to sleep in the suburbs. So I always felt kind of bad about that shit.
Come to a bed. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was damn. But he about to get Lil Ray about to get shot at in 15 minutes. But I just grew up, and then I started making music. The first rap I ever wrote was a battle rap. I wasn't dissing nobody though. I just wrote a battle rap like to the mirror. Mirror wasn't banging with me. Mirror ain't had nothing for me. I 3-0'd the mirror.
You aired him out.
I 3-0'd the mirror.
30 clip.
Yeah, 30 clip theme. And then from there, I put it on the beat, and then all my friends was like, "Yo, you can rap." And I was like, "Oh, all right, say that."
I'm jealous.
Rapping. Yeah.
I always tell people, I can rap, it'd be over for y'all niggas. you just decide, I'm gonna write one down, I'm gonna air myself out, like, oh, I'm hot now.
Nah.
I wish it was easy for me, like, and then I went to the mirror, user came out, like, what?
Yo, nah, I wish it had.
That's how easy it was?
Yeah, I wish so, but nah. But fast forward, later in life, after I started rapping and stuff, I met Cam. Cam actually produced everything on the project. Right. So, I met Cam, and between then, like, he was working on his stuff, I was working on my stuff, we never linked. Then probably like 2 years ago, I asked him like, "Yo, how much you charge to record?"
That also that was you said that in the studio session. That was interesting. You said this was like over a year ago, or whatever. And now it's coming out now.
Yeah, because it was crazy. Like I met him, and then probably like 4 months after that, we decided to start working on the project. That's just the long story less long. But yeah, it was weird. This is probably the longest I ever took to make some music. It took us about a year. It took us probably about 6 months doing the actual music, and then another 6 doing all the extra stuff around it. But this one I took a lot of time. Uncovered a lot about myself, a lot of truths, had some confrontations, some crying, some, I mean, I ain't gonna get into all the mushy, but I was there, but I gotta remain gangsta at all times.
You should.
Nah, but yeah, man, it was probably my most favorite project to create to date, and the reception has been great, so I'm loving it.
Got you. Yeah. And another, speaking of, like you say, Cam did the whole project, that's another thing I've always, not even just upcoming art, but I feel like a lot of art in general, where they could benefit from is having like just an in-house producer you can like hone the sound with and really grow with and like even find some creative inspiration, shit like that. Because like I always think about when Kendrick said he did Pepper Butterfly, it was just him and people in the room just like having I think you even used this phrase too when you was in the studio, the what do they call it?
Jam session.
Jam session, and like who knows what can come from that when you got like-minded visuals on the same wavelength and you're just creating whatever. Not like the pressure of like, we gotta make one thing today.
The first song we did for this project, Something I Can Use, like you probably heard me say before, it was like a 20-minute jam session, like, and it was like, dang, this thing is crazy. But I agree. I feel like a lot of artists should just maybe not one or maybe two, or just link in and bunker down with a producer or a musician and really like create something. And flesh it all the way out. Don't just get in there, because that I'm always finicky about that, just getting there and doing one. Like, nah, let's fill it out. Let's do 3, and then let's see what happens from that, and then from there go. So I'm with you on that though.
Gotcha. And so, what does user mean? So, like you said, it was like a real like
explore
of yourself doing it. So, like, what does the project mean? What do you want people to get from it?
The overarching theme of user is self-confrontation, 1, and then 2, it's almost like it's a feeling of accepting that you're not everything you need, mostly. So when I say user, like I knew going in, I was apprehensive because of the word user and the connotation and everything that's going on in hip hop.
It's funny, I mentioned this, I was sending to a few people, whatever, and he's like, oh, like, he on that future shit, like, about to
exactly
using shit. But I was like, actually, that's kind of total opposite.
yeah. I was like apprehensive because I was like, I already know, because I'm like, that's what I had when I first said it. I was like, but after a while, I got secure with myself, and I was like, nah, we're gonna do it, and if we execute right, they're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. But for me, it means like going through life. Like I said, I grew up, lost my mom at a young age, my sister. Like I had to, be a role model for my younger nephew. So all that, and I used to try to do all that stuff on my own, try to hold it all in, and be strong, and all that stuff. And then it got to a point where I realized that I need help, and I need to be able to use my friends, I gotta be able to use God. Like it was a lot of things that I just wasn't doing for my spirit and for my person, that I was just like, because I thought I had to do it all on my own. And then once I realized that I gotta be a user, stripping the connotation away from maybe not always running to the alcohol and not always hitting the weed. And I still, every once in a while, I mean, I indulge in my vices, but it's still like, for the overall thing, I want people to be able to use each other and, just to grow.
And that's stripping away connotation itself, because even that free, using somebody is always negative.
Exactly.
Damn, like you using me, nigga.
Yeah.
But I guess healthy usage.
Yeah, very. I mean, it's a thin line too. Thin line between use and abuse, definitely. But
and also in another facet, speaking of like jam session, just collaborating with people. I know a lot of people have like mixed feelings and apprehension when it's like shout out to Fab. Months ago, right? I thought everybody was.
Yeah, anytime a nigga shout Fab out, they about to do something to Fab.
No, I'm not. I'm about to vouch for Fab. I thought it was like clear that Fab was like in the rafters, like he just one of the legends, like it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I found out months ago that most niggas hate Fab. I was just dumbfounded. I'm like,
hate Fab?
Yo, I saw so much hate for this, and I was like, word. I thought, like I was saying, like yo, like he's like in the. Whether you think someone's better or not, I feel like he's in the ilk of like Kiss and all them type of niggas from that era.
Yeah, from that era. Yeah,
they
definitely.
like, who the fuck is comparing Fab? I'm like, what? Like, damn. Like,
nah, yeah. I mean,
so Bomber, he got.
Is, yeah.
I mean, like,
he's
still
Fab,
here
bro.
20
it's
years.
Fab. Yeah, he's 20 years in.
Soul
Like you gotta respect the longevity.
He dropped same day as Blueprint. These things happen. Whatever. Bomber, he got the one line I always love. Where he said, "Is it because you're beneficial because you're beneficial." And it's like, they always say like you're not useful, or the other thing is like nobody wants to use you unless you're useful. Something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like the whole thing of like the negative connotation typically with the word use, like don't just use me, don't drive me up because I'm not beneficial, shit like that, or whatever. So
exactly,
it's interesting.
And then it's also a two-way street. Like I'll be telling people on my socials, like, also use your friends, but also be useful. Put yourself in a position where people can come talk to you, lean on you, and you can be a catalyst for some people to get their emotions out, and a whole bunch of different kind of shit that you can be useful, and also know that even though no matter how useful you get, you ain't supposed to be in this life alone. So that's been my biggest thing.
Yeah, on that note, I remember like a long time, like a while ago, I had like a real controversial episode when you was talking about like mental health and depression, suicide, shit, whatever. I ain't gonna get into that. If you listen to the show, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Quadruple. And but from that, a lot of people were coming at me just saying like, yo, you understand this, and one of my, close friend of mine was saying like, yo, like that kind of was like hurt my feelings. I deal with certain things, whatever. And it really blew me away because like I feel like certain people that deal with certain things, whatever. Like, all right, like I know you deal with this and this and that. Yeah. But for her saying she was dealing with like real serious shit, and I had no idea. And we still had the conversation saying like, she had me confused, I had her misunderstood, whatever. Word. But it was like big thing. I was like, oh, I would never thought you would deal with these type of things, whatever. But at the same time, I like you can't come at me because I feel I'm not, even though I'm not like the person that's like. Everybody does things different. Some people like, no, I need to express. I need your energy to come back to me. I'm not that type of way, whatever. But I'm also not the type of person to be like, don't talk to me. Fuck your feelings and that. Like, you may not like my response because it's like some hard, ugly truth. But like, I'm not the type to just be like just shy away and just like fuck it. But if I consider you a friend, like a brother and sister, like no, if you need to talk, we can talk forever type thing. So I was like, so I'm with the whole energy of like, be useful. Don't, if you say you care about somebody, don't cut them off. Have that open lane for them, whatever.
The lines of communication always got to be open. But again, like your medium of helping shouldn't be something that's looked down upon. Like sometimes you need that honest truth or that brutal, that cut and dry, because. A lot of the stuff out here, it's a lot of fake love too, and it get hard to decipher. And people just be giving you like fluff treatment, and they're giving you like just ear candy, and they're just talking just to talk. And sometimes you just need it like, nah, bro, you tripping. Like you just need it like that, like nah, cause you bugging out here.
Also, back to the music real quick. Like I said, I really enjoyed and appreciated like the musical aspect, dealing with the different singers. I know the one time you was talking about like how many people was involved, how many voices and shit, whatever. Has that always been like an influence of yours, or like a thing you liked, where it's like the rapper R&B collaboration type thing?
I always growing up. Lauryn Hill's my favorite artist, and I always.
We got some controversial Lauryn Hill hot takes on this show. We might not need to get into that today, though.
Hey man, listen, we talking to group chat all the time about all these people coming out here claiming Lauryn. Listen, Brad. Listen, I'm here for all the smoke. I'm here for all the Lauryn smoke.
Lauryn Hill, one of the most overrated artists of all time.
I'm here for all the Lauryn smoke, alright? She wrote a hit about her son.
Rap your queen, yo. Even though she overrated, rap your queen.
She wrote a hit about her son. The only one. But again, now going back to her music, like she will always blend the singing and the rap and stuff, and I always like when rappers rapped and like females sung backgrounds on their vocals, or just people in general.
Track,
It always felt like, yo, this is rap, and it's like not its purest form, but it's like an evolved form of like where music and rap can kind of like, because it's always like they always kind of button heads. You know, people don't consider rap real music, and it's like they're always like clashing. And I think like when you bring that melodic element into the rap and the rhyme schemes, it always, so that was something I always wanted to execute. I never could execute it how I really wanted to until this project. So I was really happy about how this all came out and stuff.
Yeah, like, you know, a lot of people, you know, he's popping now. Everybody used to trash him when he did music, but Joe Budden, I've always thought he did a good job there because, you know, he had his like super dark and dense rapping, raspy ass cigarette voice, but he would always have some crazy ass singer just randomly singing and shit like that or whatever.
Nah,
like, he did a good job executing that.
Yeah, bro, like that. I really can't explain it. It really like it brings the worlds together for me, and it's just like it's amazing, bro. Yeah, it was something I always wanted to execute.
You also on the project talk a lot about, of course, like just like love and relationship and shit like that, whatever, heartbreak. What kind of lover are you, Mr. Franklin?
That's a great question.
Like, you know, like are you a sabotager? Are you like, do you overextend yourself? Like, are you like, you know, like what type of person are you? You like, get out! I want to be all over you.
I'm a Gemini.
Bitch, get off me!
I'm a Gemini, so
you crazy.
I'm not crazy. I think I like to think I'm like a more controlled Gemini, but I do. I am kind of like a show and prove kind of person. Like I gotta see, like show me that you care, so I can show you I care. Like I'm more of a see person, and if it's anything, if I get a little. That's something I gotta work on too. But if I get a little inkling of something that's ain't right, if I feel like I'm gonna check it, I'm gonna let it simmer, cause I'm not one to overreact. Okay. But I'm gonna let it simmer, but I ain't gonna forget. Like, you know, you said I ain't gonna forget.
Mental notes are key, man.
I'm gonna hold it back there, and it might pop up like in an argument about like French fries, like. But
also, now you getting curly fries today. Nigga, 2 months ago, you said you ain't never had curly fries in your whole life.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Bitch, you a lie.
I'm petty. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little petty. I'm a petty Gemini sometimes, but yeah. But when I do love and I'm like deep in love, it's always hard. It's always real. Like if you got me, to any shorties, if you got me,
talk your shit, King.
It's you gonna get all of me, because I'm in it to, you know, for the long haul, because I'm past that phase of just trying to run around. Like high school and college was enough for me. Right. I'm ready to chill. But.
Yeah, speaking of being petty, when I talk, cause like I said, I'm like a master storyteller in a sense, whatever. I like just talking about shit, whatever. And when I say certain things that happen between me and my chick, whatever, or just past girls in general, I always get the petty tag as well. And I resent that. Like, I don't think I'm petty. I just think I act accordingly. Yeah. Sometimes accurately, and people can't take the precision. I'm surgical with it, Jake. I'm surgical with it. So I was like, mental notes. I'm like, no, like I know where this shit is going. It's chess, not checkers.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, and
people
man.
Can't take it. They can't take the precision.
Especially in this climate, bro. You gotta be
word. Really, you going?
Yeah. Now you insecure. It's like, nah, I'm just making sure I'm not trying to be out here looking dumb. Yeah. That's all. Like, just let me know what it is. Be real. So.
I asked a question on here a lot with artists. Your Mount Rushmore of influence. So you had to pick 4 artists that, not your favorite necessarily, but feel like you draw the most inspiration or influence from them. Kind of make up your sound or artistry, whatever.
I guess, yikes. It's constantly being updated. So currently, now, I'll say Lauryn Hill, Jay-Z, Frank Ocean, and yikes, my 4th would probably have to be Kendrick.
So that's a tough ass 4. Pretty
yeah,
decent. It's
Kendrick.
Like all fucking lanes, like not lanes, levels of music.
No, definitely. It's and more of my inspiration comes from like songwriting. Granted, all of them have beautiful music behind them, and again, for the most part, I'm gonna be dealing with Cam Daly. So my music's always gonna be. I'm confident that my music is gonna be great, but. Like those 4, like the way they use words. I know you got your quarrels about Lauren, but the way they use words, I always just was like, dang, like that's almost fake, man.
Yeah. Also, even with your man Frank, I got some quarrels with him too. But like I won't give it to you. Like yeah, the way he is with words is like
Yo, what's your chorus with Franky Hill, man? Dang.
No, really, it's not even. Like, let me go back to Lauren. Lauren dropped an amazing album. Yes, it's fat. It's not deniable.
Yeah.
But
2 amazing albums.
The Unplugged, John.
Yeah, incredible.
I ain't gonna call that amazing, but you know, hey, that shit.
I mean, Kanye made a hit off of Unplugged.
Made a hot line, made a hot song, like you know. Shout out the whole, like, but it's like,
yo, this guy's good.
But it's like, I just feel that people prop her up with these other like. I had a conversation with a girl who loves Lauryn Hill, and I was like, yo, people put her up with these other greats who to me have shown and proved several times. So therefore, to me, they're not in her same lane or level. Because of the offense, like Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z had to do. He wouldn't be Jay-Z if he just did Reasonable Doubt. No matter how great that would have been,
Actual.
He had to drop like multiple monumental albums.
Definitely.
Like, so it's like Beyonce, Michael, Prince, Marvin Gaye, all these people had to do it more than once.
Let me rebuttal that. I agree to an extent. Where do you think? Where do you rank Andre 3000 in your Mount Rush?
Andre 3000. I give him a little more credit or slack because you know I gotta give him. They got what 6 albums as a collective? It's only 12. It ain't like it's Wu-Tang Clan.
So we gonna act like the Fugees wasn't the Fugees
they
because of
one real album. Now the first joint, I ain't gonna count that joint.
Whoa! Why we not counting that? And then the score.
Wu-Tang, I mean not Wu-Tang. I'm sorry. Wyclef, he did it more than once. He dropped mad other shit like with the Fugees, like outside the Fugees.
I'm just saying, but we wasn't really checking for. I mean, we checked for a couple, but we wasn't really checking for it like we was when Lauren was there. Then Lauren went solo, did Miseducation. Then she dropped Unplugged.
Carnival.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the Miseducation.
Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna trump a lot. Like when you drop one of the greatest albums ever,
right?
It's
Michael wouldn't be Michael if he just did Thriller, man. That's all I'm saying.
But we would still
he had
be
to
like,
do
hey,
Off the Wall and Bad and Dangerous.
Come on, man. Now that's a different strategy.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man. When you talking
Beyonce didn't just do Dangerously in Love, man. She had to come back with the B-Day.
I'm glad
saying,
she didn't just do Dangerously in Love.
No shade.
I'm in a beehive.
Oh, all right.
But I'm just saying though, like we
cut the cord.
B-Day is ain't the greatest thing of all time either. I'm just saying we gotta be fair. But to
actually, I didn't love B-Day. That shit was big though. I didn't love it though. My shit 4.
It was
That's my I knew we was on the same page somewhere. I care.
At 4.
I care.
Yo, the whole thing. The whole thing.
I was here. Yes, no shit.
I was what
At
else?
the time. Don't laugh. Don't do that.
1 plus 1.
Are you here? You here? All right.
1 plus 1. Like yo, it was that album was ridiculous. That track list is fine. But what's your chorus with Frank Ocean?
Oh, wait, Frank. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I need that.
I just personally can't get into him. Like, okay. I love him on features. I have this whole list of artists now. Where I can respect them and I get why they have a claim, whatever, but I just can't get into the solo work. But Frank, anytime he's ever on a feature, that shit is classic, like instantly, like No Church in a While, one of the best choruses ever, whatever. And it had to do with his writing of it, whatever. And from what I hear him, it's like the writing clearly is like he didn't just say anything.
Word.
So I get why you would say it, but I just can't get into it. But there's a bunch of artists on this list, like it's like who was on there recently that said oh shit, something right now. But but that's what.
Nah, okay, I understand that. That's all right. That's good. I just because a lot of people I talk to just be like, "And Frank's overrated. You know when get him out of here. It's not that great." And I'm just like, all right, if you don't connect with it, just say that. But don't try to discredit him like he's not putting in work. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, I can't say he's overrated because like I said, every time I do hear him was like first of all when I do hear him it's quality like you can't deny the quality of it.
All right, I appreciate you, thank you for saying.
But I can't get into it, and again I like him on features, so that says something where I actually wrote the list down. Dom Kennedy. I used to like Dom at one point or something, but now I'm just like
I'm Yellow Album, Get Home Safe. After that, I don't know.
But like he just killed Nipsey album on the feature, and I'm like, I love his verse, and like he got a few sparingly verses that be flowing. I'm like, oh, he killed that feature, but I ain't listen to his shit no more ever again. Tory, I know a lot of people like Tory, but I only fuck with Tory on features really.
I ain't really.
And my man, he about to be my my young MVP right now, my young trap MVP, 21. 21 be snapping on features, yo.
He is a feature. Yo, he's a feature.
I'm cool off the souls, but that Metro tape that's out right now, this nigga's on some shit.
He's a feature assassin.
He ain't missed ever, I think.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that one.
Yeah. Shout out to the feature killers.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, cause you spoke on, not indulging in drinking what you once did, whatever. Yeah, cause you was babysitting the Corona like the whole night at the listening session. I was like, I'm like,
I'm trying to
hold that bottle, huh? I know you're into the music and all, but
I'm really trying to grow out here, man. I ain't just saying it because it sound cool. I'm really trying to grow. I'm really trying to.
And you speak on like that and just other demons as well in the album. So like, what helped you get through that, and like, what were some like maybe a low point or just something that helped, or anything along those lines? Right
before we made this album, 2016-ish. We was actually right not too far from here. We was right on Jackson Street at a studio, and we used to make music. We used to be in there every week, and it was dark. The room was gloomy. My life was gloomy. Everything was just gloom and doom, and my energy was different. And really, what helped me through that point was like, I dealt with a lot of depression. I moved. It was a whole bunch of stuff that it was just like a big shake up in my life that I wasn't. You never really prepared for, but I just really wasn't ready for it. Yeah, and I just couldn't handle it. And then when we went to go in to make this album, I really got to, after a year just sitting on all that, I got to express some of that, and I got to talk about that, and I got to talk about, situations that was happening during that time that might have even piled on, that if that didn't happen, this wouldn't have affected me that hard. But it was because you did that on top of this. Now it's 3 things I got to deal with, So yeah, the music, man, like, yeah, I know people say it and it sound cool, but that music really saved my life, man. It really got me out of a dark place, bro. And I couldn't be happier now, man. And I'm really trying to, but the Coronas, man. It's the Coronas and the Henny, man. Those
you a Henny boy?
Definitely.
Anything you gotta let that go, man. That's gonna take you back down that road. you gonna start really using people in a bad way. You're like, you gotta let go of the Henny. Maybe 2019, you gotta upgrade.
Nah, I tried to. I'm shifting now, though. I'm getting off the beers as much. I'm on my wine tip now. And I've been drinking a lot more wine. Oh yeah, it's a lot more casual. The ladies like it, so
definitely. Yeah, the missus, she always got me drinking wine, but yeah, it's whatever. Like if it's there, if a girl there, cool, whatever. But this RightonQuelive, I don't got a bottle today, whatever. It's your first time. I don't know you like that. Nah. But when you come back the second time, I'm gonna have to buy the Crown bottle for the inspiration.
Oh, so you a Crown over Henny?
Facts, nigga. Like, first of all, it's not even an over. Henny don't exist in my life for overall. Like, it's not even a over thing. Like, it's like this shit don't even happen.
Nah, that ain't that. You ain't living right, man. You not living right on cue.
Only thing he's a rapper. But it's like Henny, I will give it. It's effective. You want to get the job done real quick and fast.
There we go.
Take a few shots of Henny, you there.
Henny, right?
Like, yeah, you in express lane.
Yes.
So I hear you. But also on that note, I actually just tweeted this other day because me and my girl were drinking wine or whatever, and I was like, why the fuck am I sipping this shit? I could just take a few shots and be there already. Like, and I was like, that's the type of, like, even though I said like the wine's cool, I think I'm kind of over it. Like, I think I'm like, I could just take a few shots and I'm gonna beat y'all there already. Y'all still sipping and shit. Like,
that's true.
I think I prefer that, whatever. Like,
but the Henny, man, the Henny. Crown is cool, but the Henny.
Green apple, man, you don't fuck with that?
Nah, I do.
Okay, how about Dusa?
Oh, now that's when I'm.
All right.
That's when I had a good day at work, and I come home and I'm like, hey,
Dusa's nice.
Is the shit. Yeah. That's probably the smoothest cognac ever.
Facts.
It's scary sometimes. Like it go down like water. It be like it ain't no taste, and then before you know it, you 4 shots in, and the room spinning.
So I know. Nice. Out of the Brown conversation, shout out to Lena, the true drink champ, whatever. But my mom, she was just recently told me that she was out somewhere and they had some vodka and shit, and she don't really do like the clear, but it had, I think it was, I forgot which vodka it was, but Tito's? I think it was some Tito's shit, whatever. But she said they mixed it with lemonade and cranberry, and she said it was amazing. I was like, wow, lemonade and cranberry? And they did that shit, so they put it in a shaker and did this shit. All right, so if you listening, try this shit. Let me know how it goes or whatever. But I'm like, I probably won't. But
you gotta try the marriage counseling. Marriage counseling.
Look at that.
Do say lemonade.
Oh yeah, I think I had it.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's a nice name.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's what call it, marriage counseling.
So like you said you gave Kane like the Drake type praise where you're not. Remember the Wayne line? As long as you got Drizzy on every hug, we gonna be alright. So like you already like Cam was a secret weapon, so you're gonna deviate from that plan too further moving forward.
And
what also while you're speaking, what would you say like besides his production, of course, of what did he bring to to the table just in the whole process of things?
No, yeah, I mean, I'm always going to branch out just to expand, because I like to do, like, I like to rap on trap shit. I like to just rap sometimes.
Shout out to you, one freestyle.
Yeah, thank
Fuck
you.
with that.
Thank you. See, I like stuff, and not saying Cam can't make that, but I know people who can make
He
that.
throwing shade, Cam.
No,
He throwing shade. He said you ain't about that shit. You too busy singing with the keyboard.
Cam,
You know what He
man.
said you ain't about that shit. You don't got that boom boom.
Cam is
That
evolving
808.
daily.
You don't
Cam ain't got the 808s.
You don't got that 21 shit.
Yo, Cam put out the 808s not too long ago, too. I was like, oh, it's lit. My boy about to go trap. It's over for y'all. But nah,
What's 21 say? Got a Y'all niggas out look a little whistling though. Shout 21, yo.
Yo, he really did that on the track, yo. I could not believe that.
Yo, a dyke. Continue.
Yo, nah, but yeah, like it's other stuff outside the realms of the music that he likes to do that I want to do, you know, and there's other stuff that, and then sometimes we just need to separate from each other. But as far as with the project, what he brought to the project, man, again, outside of his production, he brought, because Cam writes music too, so he brought like he would like check and balance me. Like when I would come in, it would be like, yo, nah, don't put your emphasis on this word and not that one. It was little stuff like that helped me, like guided me throughout the process. And I'd be like, yo, so I'm trying to write my shit, man. He'd be like, I ain't writing your shit. I'm just telling you that. I'm like, all right, don't write my shit, man.
Right,
but, yeah, don't be trying to Quentin. Cam Miller. Nah, but yeah, I mean, and it's just, it was just the collaborative experience, bro. The energy was always good. He would check me, like if I came in and I'm working on something and I'm doing it, and he just like, ain't it? And we'll scrap it. Like, that's how Lies got made. We went in there to make a song. It was called like Super Mario or something, and it was trash, man. We was playing Smash Bros on the 64 right before. Then we went in there and I tried to do a song. It was weak, and I was trying to make it hot, and it was weak. We just stopped. Homies came through, and then we made a song, and then it ended up being Lies, the lead single of the project. But it's moments like that, like where it's like, yo, it just ain't it. Let's put our hands up, because I'll get into it, and I'll get to the point where I'm trying to perfect every little thing and it's just like, nah, that's just not.
Okay.
Let's not waste time.
Ain't it?
Yeah, so I mean, he brought like a good, you know, balance to me. Yeah, exactly.
Collecting and Living.
My favorite song.
I like shit. Back to performance. I like, so besides, you know, you had good presence on that shit, whatever, with the band. I liked your like stories between a lot of the tracks, whatever, to not tie everything together, give people like a little insight to the whole project, whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the things that really stood out to me was the little speech about the collecting living, where you was texting with your dad. He said that, and it sparked your interest, and how you had like a little down period after your mom died. He remarried, eventually, whatever. So speak a little bit more on that, whatever, and what the song means to you.
Yeah, Collecting the Living was a song inspired by my pops. Shout out to my dad. Yeah, like I said, like my mom's passed when I was around like 15, 16. And it was rough for everybody. Like, I mean, he lost his first wife, I lost my mom. Like, it was just tough for everybody. So we went through a period there where we was just like, we were butting heads. Like, I was growing up, puberty, I started getting chin hairs, I got muscles, he got muscles. It was a lot of muscles in the house, so niggas just bumping each other. Like, nigga, you don't run this, and I'm like, I know I don't, but still, you gonna respect me. So,
I know I don't, but you see these chin hairs, nigga.
So yeah, it was mad testosterone in the house. And that probably happened for probably like 6 or so months after that. But we got to a point where we kind of like we understood each other, and we kind of rekindled it and reconnected to a point where it was like, yo, we need each other. Like, to get through this tough period, we need each other. And that was cool. Then he remarried. He eventually remarried, and he moved up north. He moved up North Jersey, and I stayed down South Jersey to chill with my nephews and make sure they was good. And then every once in a while we would text, and he would hit me, and then he'd say body, mind, spirit. He used to always just like reminders of like, you know, stay on your P's and Q's, make sure you always, you know, doing what you gotta do. And then one day he said, keep collecting, keep living. I forgot the context, but he said that. He was like, keep collecting, keep living. And at that moment I was like, oh, that's something. And I went and I recorded it in a voice notes, and like, and I had all that like instantly. That was like an instant thing, and I was like, whoa, he don't even know he a song, and he don't even know it yet. But yeah, I took that home, and then I laid the hook, and when I laid the hook, I took it home, and I just wanted to sit with it because I had a lot of different meanings. Like, the first verse of Collecting and Living is more about what I've collected throughout like my musical journey, and like my life and how like those things kind of intertwined. Like I talk about like Jay, Big Daddy Kane. I talk about how the state of the music, just the state of life, like how we going through like mental slavery and all that kind of stuff. And I deal with all that. And then like also how my parents like grew up in the crack era, so they made some mistakes out here, and nobody was perfect. And it kind of like all those things I collected in my early life. And then on the second half, it was more like a update of where I'm currently at, of like, you know, now I'm grown, but I'm losing family. It's people that they don't want to see me doing well. It was just the collecting and living meant like collecting experiences and living with them, but understanding that like, all right, like I'm not a victim of my circumstance. I'm never gonna be one. Like no matter where I come from or what happens to me, I'm always gonna persevere. I'm always gonna, at the end of the day, like that's why we ended it with, when I had cancer, I know it's in me. We both had greatness, I know it's in me. And we got greatness in you with me. Like no matter what happens, like I know I got something in me, and we gonna keep. And that was the whole, you know, purpose of that song. So yeah.
Another line I really love, I think it's from the intro, where I'm sure I'm probably gonna fuck it up, but it's like, gotta find life.
I gotta find me. I gotta find peace. Yeah, I gotta find life.
Before it find
me. Yeah.
I almost crashed my car with it. Like, wait a minute.
Nah, man. Yeah.
Great intro.
Yeah, because it was a moment where I was like I said, in that 2016, 2015, where I was just floating. I was literally just out here just living. Like I was going to work, coming home, and I would be in the studio. I was looking like I was working, but I wasn't growing enough, and I wasn't really doing nothing productive. I mean, those times taught me a lesson. I got lessons from those times, but we wasn't.
You was collecting.
Yeah, exactly. And it was nothing. We ain't had nothing to show for it at the time. But yeah, I had to find life before it found me, Cause yeah, you know how, man, you know how them situations can go. You just living and floating, and then before you know it, now look, you all messed up, and God knows what could happen. But yeah, I ain't want to be that. I ain't want to be that.
And shout out to your pops. I knew it was him off the rip at the show, because he's the only dude that record everything. Like, you know, a lot of people record, they take breaks. He's like, nope, gonna record this whole thing, like intermission, DJ set. Like, I don't know.
Put it right in the family group chat. Yeah, I'm like,
that's proud dad right there. I like that. And also, is he the type of my dad, right? My dad lives in Chicago my whole life, whatever. And I visit him like half the year, shit like that.
Word.
And growing up, I had to come to grips with that. Like, our relationship is never gonna be at a place where like me and my mom is. Partially because of this, is also partially because like my dad is a weirdo. Like it is what it is. Yeah. And like kind of dumb. He's actually like the smartest dumb nigga I think ever in existence of human like mankind, whatever. Cause he's dumb. Like this nigga, he be like, yo, like you can explain like, yo, this is what Apple streaming it. This is Apple Music and streaming. Like you click this shit, music everywhere. He be like, but what you mean everywhere? Like what is like? So it's like you gotta break certain shit down. However, at the same time, he's a fucking college professor somehow. Who fucking knows how this happened? And at the same time, the nigga got stocks and bonds and properties, and he done figured out something. He got no debt, he got fucking this and that. He took a 50-day vacation somehow because he moved shit around, and so he's smart at collecting and living.
Facts,
But everything else, nigga, what's 2 + 2? Let's get him calculated. But also what he does, I find interesting, is he gives like, I think because of our distance, he feels like he wants to squeeze in as much like wisdom at the time he had, because his dad wasn't really that present, or he could have been better. So like, anytime we do, he isn't really capable of having casual conversation, especially over the phone. In person, we're better off, but over the phone, we be talking about some regular shit out of nowhere. He like, yeah, so about your taxes and like your credit reports and all that shit, whatever. But the real issue with that also is that he repeats himself. Like he only got like, he got a revolver like speech like repertoire. Like, he only got like 6 in the chamber. He got
quotes loaded. Yeah. He gonna hit you with them same
That's all he got. Like, so how is your dad? Like he said the collective love. You say he's sending the same text. Is he versatile with the wisdom?
It's kind of I mean, he be chilling. So he more chilling. I kind of get like a little bit of my personality from him. It's like he kind of laid back, and when he feels the need to go, he'll go. Like he won't hold back to the point where I'm just like, I'll put the phone on mute, like, cuz, man, like, come on, bro. Like, I know what you about to say, man. I'm you. We the same person. I know what you about to say. But he gonna say it anyway. But yeah, he he's repetitive. He likes to say the same things.
It might be a dad.
It might be them old heads, man. They like to, they like repetition and habits. This is what I do. I do how I do it. They say
I do how I do it.
This is how I do it. I'm like, all right, bro, but it's 2018.
No, speaking of that, right? Speaking of my daddy, right? He just came to visit me, or whatever. Yeah. And he stayed in my place for a few days and shit. This nigga was dumb hype. Cause mind you, like 10 years ago, I've always been a music guy. Right. So I would like have him with the iPod update and shit, whatever. And that was back when I would be bragging like, yo, I got 5,000 songs,
same way,
8,000 songs, iPod classic, 120 gig and shit, whatever. Yeah. That was a decade ago, damn near, whatever. This nigga come, yo, Q. Got 10,000 songs on the iPod. I'm like, nigga, where'd you get this from? How's he even still working? Shit,
my dad still got his iPod classic too.
And he was dumb hype, like, you know what I do, how I do what I do. I was like, yo.
I'm like, bro, yo, everything you think you want is at your fingertips,
right.
Bro.
When he showed me the charger cord, I was like, holy shit, I forgot about that.
Square joint, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. Yo, you gotta start collecting it. Like, you do a little bit too much collecting. You gotta live.
Yeah, bro, you gotta start living, man. You gotta update your life, man. I tell my dad that all the time. Like, yo, update, man. Let these baggy sweats go. Go get some joggers, gang.
He bootcut king.
Oh my god.
I didn't know that with my dad until he was here, and my dad not even big. His dad was kind of tall. I think my dad fucking 5'8", on a good day, kind of whatever. This nigga was here. He had these bootcut jeans on with this designer ass pocket. I don't know what the fuck is in the pocket. Like I was like Ed Hardy type pockets. It looked like. I was like, no, my dad got the Jordan jeans.
Yeah,
like,
chill, yo, OD, yo.
That shit broke my heart.
It break my heart every time I see my dad. I be like, yo, man, we gotta do something, bro. But he just hit me with, that's how I do what I do. And I'm like, man, I ain't got nothing for you.
I do what I do. I've known him before you was even doing anything. I don't know I do what I do.
So I did that. I've been there. I'm like, yo, you've never been here. Like, I've never seen you in no joggers, bro. Like, yo, stop wearing them boot cuts. But yeah, man, he's a big inspiration for me. Okay.
Also, like I said in the beginning, I'm getting real sick and tired of you Jersey niggas being like real talented.
That's
so
what's
like
up.
I gotta
that's fire. Let's keep it
sabotage y'all niggas or something like because whether it's you or the whole Southside crew with Mary Ish, I even fuck with Shakia. Yeah. Who else out there? Someone else I'm forgetting that I actually personally listen to, whatever. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm about to be a hater. Like, I don't really fuck with this shit.
I'm tired of it.
Kind of over this shit. But so, what do you think about the whole Jersey, scene right now where it's going, the connection to Philly and all that shit, the relation?
Jersey, man, I think we're in a beautiful place right now. Truthfully, I think it's a lot of talent. It's more collaborative and tight knit than maybe we even were like 3 years ago. We slowly have gotten to a point where we realize that no matter how big one of us gets or a group of us get, like until we come together as a community, we're never going to really succeed unless we use each other, truthfully, because it's like, y'all know exactly how you is. You playing, but in Philly, we come here and it's like we already got one strike because we from Jersey. We got a second strike because we got one strike because we from Jersey. 2, they gonna not like the music off the strength because we from Jersey. And then 3, Jersey ain't gonna bang with it because Jersey is fickle sometimes. Like I love Jersey to death, but everybody in Jersey know Jersey fickle, and Jersey don't love you till you go somewhere, and then you come back and everybody be like, yo, that's my guy.
I just had my man Wizard 215 on here. He's a rapper, and he expressed some opinions on the show that just dropped Monday. What's that? Tuesday? Yesterday, and he was talking about how like the Philly scene don't support each other, whatever. And a lot of people kind of grind the fuck up though. Like, when I released the episode. And again, I'm not an artist. I'm kind of relatively new to the scene. I'm doing a podcast for like 2 years, some change, whatever. And before that, I didn't really give a fuck about what's going on. I was at parties, I wasn't looking at who's the DJ and all that shit. People like, yo, you wasn't there in 2012? No, I didn't care who the fuck. Like, that wasn't my focus at the time, whatever. So I don't have much experience in those type of conversation, experience like that, whatever. But so every time I hear that narrative, whether it's one side or the other, I'm always intrigued because both sides are so developed. One side saying, yo, nobody supports shit. The other side saying, yo, no, we support everything. Y'all niggas just ass. But I feel like that's just like human nature around every city.
And I was about to say that might happen. It happens everywhere. Every city that's not Atlanta or LA.
Okay, so you think it's different there?
No, I'm for sure. I'm certain. Okay. You could just tell, like, Atlanta's been a hotbed for what, 10, almost, we about to go on 10 years now, almost.
At least 10, yeah.
At
Definitely.
least like a real hotbed where trap and all that shit. Like since what T.I.
mean,
if we keep it in the stack
Lil
before
Jon,
then,
Crunk.
yeah, Lil Jon. Like we can go back. Like it's been a hotbed for a minute. Like they don't mind pulling each other up. Even with Philly, like it was hard for Philly. It was Meek and that was it. It was for a minute. It was like yo. Everybody else is like, we tri-state, we going home watching YouTube videos of Reed and all them and NH and everybody and Kaboom, but it's only Meek is the only one that's getting the T.I. looks, you know what I'm saying? So around here, it's just, I don't know why it's like that. Because even when before I started making music, I wasn't really like, local artists wasn't on my radar either when I was like 10, 11, 12. Like, I just knew Meek and that was about it. It was like, I wasn't really paying attention, but again, now, the place we in now, it's a lot different. I feel like the scene is growing a lot more. And then, of course, the internet helped. And then we just getting more resources over here because like people like Mirror are going out and gaining some traction and making people look like, all right, but what's going on? And it's opening up places for other people to, shine and use new streets and new avenues of creating and stuff. So, yeah. I think it's in a better place. I think it is in a better place, and it's going to continue to grow from here.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some speed round question or quick see where your head is at. And before we do that, I just want to say also, cause I'm real anal, I'm real anal about lists and shit like that, whatever. So of course, top albums of the year discussion. We almost at the end of the year or whatever. And I got a strong top 15. And a lot of shit came out of there, so I had to go into a top 15. But what I will say, no bias, no. Shout out to Philly people. No dick eating. Yeah. Users in my top 10. Oh. Top 10 project. Man. At the bottom. Calm down. It's like, no, but no, but
could have been 13.
Yeah, but no, top 10.
Thanks, man.
Strong too, cause no skips. Yeah. Like I said, it's like a satisfying 8-track. Got great content, great rhyming, fully produced.
Thank you.
No
man.
Problems with it, whatever. Only I can say, well, maybe if it was 10, but no. Yeah. Great project though. Gotta give it to you. So let's see where your head is at. Quick. So you had $1 billion. What would be the first luxurious thing you would buy yourself? Stone these niggas. Take key. Fuck these niggas up. Get in your bag.
If I had $1 billion?
Billion.
Oh, I'm buying a mansion.
Where?
I'm buying a compound.
Okay, I like that.
Actually, I'm buying a village.
Okay.
I hate Kanye right now, but I'm building my own community. I'm building a community.
Okay, cool.
Some shit like that.
If you could invent anything, what would it be and why?
If I could invent anything, yikes! Jesus Christ, I don't know, man. I don't know what I would invent. Nothing. Probably I don't know, a new instrument or something.
Instrument.
Yo, I don't know what I would invent, bro. I don't know yet. I don't know.
A Young Thug instrument to make Young Thug sounds. Yo. If you could be stranded on an island with one person, who would it be?
One person? Georgia Smith, man.
She is bad.
She's bad.
I haven't heard her speak yet, but she is bad. I haven't listened to any music. I'm sorry, I'm lying. Get it. The shit on More Life. If you could, that was her and Get Together. Mm-hmm. That's my shit. More Life gets slept. I don't care nobody said that shit. That shit was decent. Cool. If you could master one skill you don't have right now, what would it be?
If I could master one skill, piano.
Okay.
I would love to, man. All I want is to walk in an all white room with some John Legend shit, suit, and just a shorty just laying across my piano. Having it. That's all I want.
I took it for 4 years. I don't got shit. I was I was Nick Cannon drumline. I was like, nigga, I ain't reading shit. I don't got time for this practice shit. Just teach how to play diary by the way it sounds.
Yo, I swear I was gonna learn music theory. I bought 3 books, and I was like, bro, scales might be the most annoying thing.
That's how I was with magic. Every time I see a new magic, I'm gonna learn fucking magic, nigga. And I start reading. I'm like, damn, this shit hard. In what ways are you the same as your childhood self?
Curiosity.
Okay.
Very curious.
If you had to choose to live life without one of your 5 senses, which would it be?
One of my 5 senses? Smell.
Okay. Would you accept the gift of reading other people's minds if you could never turn it off?
No.
Okay. And what do you want to be remembered for? That's sum up in one line.
What do I want to be remembered for? Always being my true self, no matter the situation. Always being my honest and true self.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I want people to be like, but that's just how Frank is. Like that's just. Even if it, I hope, again, granted, it never gets to the level Kanye is at, but
that's how Ye is.
Yeah, it's just,
wild,
it's just how Ye, you know what I'm saying? I want people like, yo, but he's being himself.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
You just collecting and living. Like, you know that. Okay. Okay. Did you enjoy yourself today, sir?
Yes, I did, man.
Good episode. Good conversation. You'll come back.
Yeah, this is going over here right on cue, huh?
yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Enjoy yourself. Like I said, on Sunday, November 18th, we are having the We Are Live event. It's gonna be a good time. We're inviting all fans, supporters, and past guests. Some of the people you hate and love, most likely going to be there, whatever. So you want to see how they want to be part of the show. You want to see some dumb shit on the mic and get slandered for it. Come on down and come to the table, whatever. So yeah. How about you, Fred? You want to come through? You want to slide? Yeah. Bourbon and branch.
It's Burb. Oh, I got branches over there on Bourbon.
You ain't doing shit on Sunday.
Nah,
you ain't going to church. You don't got night. Oh, all right, well, quit.
User.
But yeah, so come to the show. Fucking go, more than anything. Well, not more than anything. Come out to the fucking show. Second to that, go listen to User. It's a great project.
Yo, I knew he was gonna say that. Yeah.
But yeah, so shout out to him. We are live. RightonQuelive, talk about it. We out. Collected 11. Collected 11. Collected 11.